when you're getting punched in the stomach by your trainer or get a medicine ball dropped on your stomach, is there any point to stomach conditioning, considering you can't exactly condition your kidneys and your liver, and it's not like a bone where it gets tougher over time? Well, if you wondered why, stay tuned to this video and hopefully we can clear it up. What's up, fight fans? It's Will Butler here, and today we're talking about good old stomach conditioning. But if you ain't subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you subscribe by smashing that like button and smashing the body shots into your opponent with the knees and the kicks and punches. Yeah, so basically just make sure you hit that subscribe button. Back to the stomach conditioning. I recently put a video up on YouTube of me doing pad work with my mate, and as we was doing the pad work, the last 30 seconds of the round, he was striking me to the stomach with the pads. And I put a link to the YouTube video up on my Facebook page, and someone written asked me this question, which I thought was really good. So I've decided to make this video to try and help explain the question a bit more. He was saying about how you can't really condition your stomach, not just stomach, like your kidneys and your liver, and you can't condition it like you condition your shins or your knuckles. You can't really condition it the same because that's bone, and that gets hard over time when you strike it, and that the nerves get dead and the bone gets thicker and tougher as it recovers. But you can't really do that with your body as such. I mean, you have got your rib cage which is protecting it, but they're really small, thin bone with muscle in between them. And the last thing you want to do is end up breaking one of them bones. Trust me, I've broken my ribs before in practice, and it hurt so much I couldn't even put my shoes and socks on after training. And where it's to do with your body and your rib cage expands and contracts when you breathe, it gives you a lot of bother, and you can't really train properly until you've healed. But like I said, they're such a small bone, you can't really condition them properly. But that is why, when you stand in your typical boxing or MMA stance, you have your arms tucked in nice and tight, and that is protecting all that vital area there. But what is left open is slightly turned to the side, but what is left open is your stomach muscles. That is what is left open, and you'll notice some fighters will even lean back ever so slightly and crunch down, almost like they're doing a crunch. So their stomach muscles are tense, so when they take that strike, it's already tensed, but you can tense up a little bit as they hit you. I also done something about that. I also done a video about that, about when you throw a punch and someone hits you to the side, as you're tensing up when you throw that strike, that ki sound. But anyway, the point is, it protects your stomach a little bit from getting winded. But if you do get hit without tensing, you can still get winded. But the reason why it's good now and again for someone to strike you to the stomach when you're doing your training, either with a medicine ball or with pads, is because you want to get used to that feeling a little bit. Not over the top. I'm not saying do it every session. I'm not saying like stand there, which I've seen some videos where people are standing there just literally pelting in punches to the stomach. I wouldn't necessarily advise that, but a bit of stomach conditioning, a bit of striking to the stomach ain't bad at all. Because you don't want to wait until you get into the cage or the ring and then get hit and winded, and that's the first time you've ever felt that. Because it's going to be a bit of a shock, your body's thinking, what is going on? But if you've already felt that before, if you've already been attacked to the body before, in your training, and you felt a bit winded, you're going to know what to do. You've got to know the feeling, you've got to know how to react. You want to make sure to try and get a bit of distance between you and your opponent. You can even clinch him and grab on to try and slow the fight down. Try not to let him know that he's hurt you, but obviously that's easier said than done. But the point is that it won't be the first time that you have felt that that horrible feeling of getting winded, so you might be able to deal with it a lot better. This is why you do a little bit of stomach conditioning. But yeah, again, there's not a lot really you can do with the outside, so try and keep your arms in tight. Obviously, if you do get a chance to block or parry or deflect the body shot, yeah, that's definitely better than taking it. But if it does get through and you take it and you've got good solid abs and you're used to getting hit and a little bit winded, then hopefully it shouldn't affect you and you can push forward and carry on fighting. So I hope this has cleared this up a little bit for the person who wrote that question. Just a quick tip to finish off. Obviously, if you can, as maybe someone's left themselves open, try and hit to the sides of the body. But if you do see an opening to come straight down the middle to hit the body, be careful because it is quite low, but try and aim for about the belly button or just below, because that is where there's not as much muscle there. So if you can land a good punch there, you are more likely to win them. Obviously up there you've got a bit more stomach muscle, and obviously your chest plate, that's quite a bit of a solid hard bone, so a punch, it will, don't get me wrong, if you get a good punch to the chest it can hurt, but it won't hurt as much. But obviously if you've got someone who's going to land a knee against your chest, that's going to hurt, or to the stomach. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you all soon.